Hey guys, welcome to Hey Guys, an internet obsessed podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Haslicka, and today I am joined by content producer Laurel Elfenbein.
Hello.
Welcome back.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
So we're kind of doing we're switching things up today. It is Tuesday, September 26th, aka the day that Lilly Singh was brought into this world.
Ugh, what a blessed day.
It is. So we're just really going to focus on Lilly Singh and just how much of an amazing trailblazer she's been in the YouTube community, what she does for, how her charitable work and just everything, and just like how amazing she is.
I've been really excited to sit down and talk about this with you. So
she's awesome. So when was the first time you remember hearing about Lilly Singh and who she was?
Honestly,
what she was all about?
When I first joined the Instant team, I hadn't really heard so much about like the YouTube world, and but immediately within like minutes, I realized Lilly was like at the top of it. Like I was doing my research, I was seeing her everywhere. She had like kind of just come off her Unicorn Island tour,
Right.
and that was super cool. And I was looking on her channel, and she had like the most amazing collabs, and just like it's so easy to binge, and yeah, so it's been like a year now that I've been following her, and she's the best.
Yeah, I remember seeing her on Jimmy Fallon, like I think like maybe a couple years ago. It was like very beginning of January 2016.
Yeah, they're like casual besties.
And I just remember being like, who is this person? Like, I mean, she seems really cool. I just don't know who she is or what she's about. But then also I feel like when YouTube Red first announced that they were a thing, her trip to Unicorn Island was like one of the first original features that they did. I think she won a Streamy for a trip to Unicorn Island last year.
I remember
So
that.
I kind of remember hearing like, oh, that's kind of cool that this girl has, she's going to have this like YouTube Red feature and all that kind of stuff. And slowly, like the more research you do about her and the more you kind of cyber stalk her, you realize like how cool she is and how, I don't know, there's just something about her that she's just so inclusive and she's so thoughtful about a lot of things that it's nice to see it in a world of where YouTube has, you have all the shock YouTubers and clickbait and all that kind of stuff.
She does not do the clickbait.
She doesn't really participate, which I appreciate. She hasn't really needed to, I don't want to say stoop to that level, but she hasn't needed to resort to that.
And you know what? Reading her book, How to Be a Boss, kind of helped me realize how she does that. She just like just puts so much into her work, and she's kind of just made such a routine for herself. I'm gonna compare it to like when I worked on the Ellen show. Like that was such a routine, like so strictly they had it down pat, like what they needed to do to get good content. And she does the same thing. She's like a powerhouse for it. So,
well, she's known for a lot of like, she has a lot of relatable videos, ones where it's like, this is what it's like getting ready if you're a girl.
Oh my God, I love the ones where it's like, her dating ones are hilarious. I saw one that was like, this is what it's like to be a brown girl dating a white boy, and like Adam Devine was in it.
Yeah, I love Adam Devine, BT dubs.
It was an amazing video, and I always like her, going out. This is what it's like to go clubbing with the girls, like she did one with Liza Koshy. That was one of the first videos I saw that I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
The two of them together are just hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. She just, I don't know, she has this way of doing videos that are just, you literally watch them and you're like, oh my God, like that's literally me.
Exactly, because sometimes those relatable videos, like they're trying too hard. You can kind of tell when it's like,
a little forced.
They just think that's what people want to see, but with Lilly, it's just kind of effortless.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I love that she's besties with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Their friendship is so beautiful. I'm like obsessed with them.
I think low-key, secretly, I want them to be married, but
I know.
That's, a far-reaching goal.
Well, because The Rock launched his own YouTube channel last year, and Lilly took part in kind of like announcing it, and they've collaborated on a few things.
Yeah, she always like has nothing but the greatest things to say about him, and it's so nice to see that she was kind of like a fangirl at first, and now she has this really cool relationship with him.
And what I love is Dwayne Johnson is, I'd say, arguably one of the biggest movie stars out there right now, if not the biggest. And for him to kind of see Lilly and know what kind of content creator she is and, you know, recognize it. And, you know, for someone like him to kind of look at Lilly and be like, oh, this girl knows what she's doing and I want to take her, not under his wing, but, you know, I want to work with this girl.
No,
she knows what she's doing.
It's even more impressive because it's kind of like she's taking him under her wing for the YouTube world. Totally. Yeah, which is like he chose her, but also I think she went after him and she wanted to make it happen, so it happened. But then again, like a lot of people go after The Rock and nothing happens. So
go after your dreams, everybody. We've like covered The Rock in a few different instances according to his YouTube channel and whatnot. He always retweets us. It's great.
Shout out to The Rock.
Like, hey, Dwayne, if you're listening, we love you.
Didn't he like send you a
oh my God.
Facebook message once? Not to sidetrack too much.
This is actually, so I commented on, like he posted something and I think on Facebook and because I follow him or like him or whatever. And so I tagged my sister or something, and then he liked it. And I remember being like, oh my God, The Rock liked it, which like, AK, it was probably like a social media intern like going through and like they were like, just go like comments on his page. Yeah. But someone liked it, and then I think, let me pull up the message. I think I have it. It's actually really funny.
I remember when you told me.
So this is from Dwayne D. Johnson, and it says, thank you for the love and support. Do well to attend the charity show in Los Angeles. Ticket is free, and you have the opportunity to meet with me. And the spacing of it is all like off and everything, but I did not respond.
Still, you were chosen.
I did not respond to that. Who knows? Maybe it really was him, and I missed my opportunity to become besties with The Rock.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe Lilly would have been there too, and the three of you could have.
Right? We could have
been the three amigos.
Yeah, this is like The Rock / Lilly Singh.
Back to Lilly.
Right, back to Lilly. What do you think her main message is? Like, what do you think the message that she's trying to put out with her content?
I love this question because one of my favorite parts about her is all the like philanthropy, and she just genuinely cares about a lot of causes in the world and does a really good job in using social media to kind of help people just spread the message, and people are actually interested in it. So I think her message is kind of just this is going to sound cliche, but be you. But the way she does it, it's like, just be you and push yourself the hardest you can to be the best person you can be. And in my mind, that just like is the answer to everything. Lilly figured out the key to the universe. Yeah. But I don't know. What do you think?
I think empowerment is like a big theme throughout her content and even her life. Just being able to take your career and everything into your own hands.
Exactly.
Like she kind of just started this YouTube channel. I don't think literally we're going to talk about her first video in a little bit, but her first video was just like this random thing or she's teaching you like how to tie a turban. Yeah. You know, it wasn't anything necessarily. Well, and she even says in the video, she says, you know, there aren't a lot of videos that do this very well, so I'm going to do it. And so I think she felt empowered enough to tackle things her own way and to just, you know, she didn't wait for anybody to give her a handout or help her. She just kind of took everything into her own hands.
Or wait to watch what other people are doing and then copy that.
And I think that's just how she's led her career. And she wants to empower other people and to know that you don't have to wait for help or whatever. If there's something you want to do, just get up and do it, and you have that power within yourself to just go for it. And
well, you said that a lot more eloquently than I did, but that's what I was going for.
Yours was amazing.
Yours was fine.
Don't worry. And so she, in terms of her career, like from here, because you know, not everybody has a totally successful transition from YouTube to mainstream, if you want to call it that. But she is going to be in a new HBO movie called Fahrenheit 451, which is based on the novel of the same name. Like Michael B. Jordan is going to be in that. Yeah. He's like my Friday Night Lights bae. So she's really, I mean, HBO is like a big heavy hitter. I mean, the Emmys were just recently, and you know, they won a lot of major awards, and I have a feeling, call me crazy, that this could be eligible at some point. And so who knows, maybe we'll see Lilly Singh up on that. I mean, I don't know how much
crazy.
I don't know how big her role is. I'm not sure if she has like, you know, a main role or I should probably have looked it up, but hey, Fahrenheit 451 might win, and she's involved, and she would get to
I read it
be involved with that.
so long ago that I don't quite remember what it's about. But I do
it's
remember
about burning books.
I do remember that reading that her role. I think she has like a pretty solid, sizable role. She's some sort of like social media journalist. I'm pretty sure she's a bad guy, I want to say.
Oh, okay. So
most of them are bad guys.
Fahrenheit 451 is a dystopian novel by American writer Ray Bradbury, published in 1953. It is regarded as one of his best works. The novel presents a future American society where books are outlawed and firemen burn any that are found.
Well, they're kind of updating the story
to be like a little more modern.
I believe they're kind of incorporating social media and the internet, which makes sense because, you know, you're either tweeting or you're reading a book.
Yeah. So that, I mean, that'll be great. I think that'll be really good for her. And she also, in terms of like other like mainstream things, but she was in Bad Moms, which came out last summer, and that was like a really big hit. So it sounds like she's really, I think she's being thoughtful about what project she wants to take on. Because I think some people can kind of just, they get things thrown their way and they just want to take advantage of it, and they do it, and they don't necessarily, it might not be the best caliber project, but they just feel like they want to take it on. But to me, Lilly sounds like she's really kind of being thoughtful about everything.
I kind of want to compare her to Logan Paul for a second because I've been thinking about this, and I think Logan is also doing a fairly decent job of transitioning into mainstream acting, but it also seems like, you know, he's done a lot of YouTube Red movies, and he just recently filmed this movie Valley Girl and did Where's the Money, which is coming out like direct to DVD soon. But you know, you don't see any of the big studio names tied to these yet, but and then I think like across to Lilly, and I think she's just one of those people that has it. Like, people are going to want to hire her. People are going to like working with her and then hire her again. And it's really cool to see her working on an HBO movie. Like, mind blown.
And she, you know, she's an Indian, I was going to say Indian American, but she's Canadian. She's Indian Canadian. So she, you know, will represent that group of people. There's not a ton of people who are, I mean, there's obviously a huge outcry about diversity in entertainment, and she, I feel like could open a lot of doors for other Indian American people or Indian Canadian or Indian whoever to kind of, you know, take charge and be a part of the conversation and create content that people are interested in. So she's really breaking a lot of barriers. And
well, it's also super cool that a lot of her relatable videos are coming from a place of, you know, an Indian descent. Her family is Indian, and just a lot of the culture comes out in her videos, and the fact that it still becomes relatable to all different cultures, and it still can be mainstream and get millions of views.
No matter what culture you are, like, your parents are probably going to be annoying. Exactly. You know, and that's something that is super universal that everyone can understand.
Love you, Mom and
Dad. Yeah. Love my parents, duh. But, I mean, they bug you. Let's be real. And, I mean, she does have that character of her dad that's so funny.
So good.
It shows that she's really versatile in terms of her comedy. Like, she can do the really subtle, relatable things, but she can also do more slapsticky, like, over-the-top characters.
She can put together a skit. She can sit down and talk to the camera.
I wonder if she would ever be interested in, like, doing SNL or something, or do you think she's, like, too big for Saturday Night Live?
It depends where Saturday Night Live is going. I feel like it could eventually kind of evolve in that direction. Maybe, Lilly, if you want to just do a guest spot one night, you want to host SNL, we're here for it.
I think that could be really fun. I don't think that the cast of SNL isn't necessarily the most diverse. Like, I know, I don't think they've ever had an Indian cast member. I could be wrong, but I've watched it for quite some time, and I don't, you know.
I would back that up, definitely saying probably not a female Indian.
Yeah, so, at least hosting, I feel like, could be super fun. And I feel like SNL is one of those places where, similar to Ellen, where you said they just kind of have this formula and they just do it. But I don't know, sometimes it might be a little fun to kind of switch it up. And I don't know, like, there's so much talent out there, and not every talent necessarily has to be like a movie star or a singer. Like, there are really talented people, aka Lilly.
I'm actually wondering if any YouTuber has hosted SNL, but that's probably a conversation for another day.
I don't think so. I know that a lot of cast members have kind of come from, like, digital backgrounds, where they've had, you know, maybe not necessarily, obviously, YouTube channels on the level of Lilly, but like digital sketches and stuff like that. So
very true.
I think crazier things have happened. I don't know if she would necessarily join the cast, but I think hosting
would be great.
We should like start that campaign.
Yes, right after this. Let's do it.
I don't know Lorne Michaels. I don't know any. I'm just gonna call him. I'm just gonna call him and see what happens.
Find his info.
I mean, she was, according to Forbes, she was the top earning female YouTuber for 2016. So I don't think she's like hurting for to switch over there. So I think we're good. Would you classify Lilly as more of an entertainer or a philanthropist? Because she parallels those two things quite a bit.
I know. I would say she is primarily an entertainer, because I think that's how she started, and she's been doing this for years now, and
that's kind of how she gets her message across.
Exactly. So I think, but also I've read in her book that she used to do a lot of charity work, you know, in the early stages of YouTube when she was still in Canada. So I feel like she's always had that part of her. But you know, she's also like this hardworking, like female boss who she's putting her career first right now, which is awesome. So I would say like the philanthropy is a good, the entertaining has provided a platform for her
supplemental to her initial talent, which is being an entertainer.
Hilarious ass.
And I love that she's a tomboy too.
Yes.
Like, she's made it cool to just like be in sneakers and like not wear that much makeup. And you know, I think she toes the line so well because she has feminine elements to her. Like it's not like she'll never want to wear a dress or wear makeup, but she also shows like, hey, it's also cool to like wear no makeup and be in sneakers. So
I love like the many sides to her that way, because she'll also just like deck out like in a full sari and looks amazing. So, but it's really cool because we spoke to Ari Fitz at VidCon, and she listed Lilly as kind of one of her big style icons. And Ari is just a very androgynous, like super cool. Her style is amazing. Yeah, Lily's very versatile that way for sure.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. There's a meme that's like, you don't have to have an aesthetic if you're not consistent enough to have, or something like that. It's basically about having an aesthetic that's like not consistent.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's Lilly, but like in an amazing way, because it's like, you know, you don't look at her and think, oh, she's always this or she's always that.
Right.
She hasn't.
She's definitely not defined by her style.
Right. Like I don't know. There are no rules for her, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you don't want to be pigeonholed into being something.
No. I'm thinking of all those people with like Instagram aesthetics that are always like super cool, but Lilly is like, I'm gonna just post.
See, that's how I feel. It's like, why do you? It's not. Instagram curating is so annoying to me. Don't even get me started.
It takes a lot of time.
But yeah, she's just like the coolest, and I think she's been a super trailblazer. I think she's great. I think she's just the best role model for any person out there. It doesn't even have to be like little girls. Like, no, like little boys should watch her too and think how badass she is and how cool she is.
She does this on her own, but I wish we should just like get a big meetup of all of her fans and like bring her here. And I
was pulling up some tweets. You know, people always have things to say about her, I feel. And
yes.
Jessica, who at TS Atlanta GA, said, I can't imagine standing anyone else than Lilly Singh. Fuck, I love her so much. And I feel the same. I'm just going through and finding some tweets, y'all. She's just the coolest.
Yeah.
So we talked about her first video a little bit, but it was like literally about just like wrapping a turban, how to like wrap a turban properly. And I love looking at YouTubers' first videos because
so good. And
it's always like fun to ask them about it too, because it's like, do you remember uploading it? Like, what's your thought? They
never thought it would, you know.
And some of them are like, I made mine private, but I like when they're like, no, it's still up there and you can go watch it if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's her first video. Then her most viewed video ever is one about getting ready to go out with the girls, and it's just like you taking forever to get ready and like, are you wearing a dress? What are you know? I don't know. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
Which, hello, everyone has been there.
Oh yeah. That's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, and she's also, she's just the coolest.
Yeah.
And she literally, I love that she's like literally an award-winning YouTuber. She's won.
Oh.
I think she's won like Teen Choice Awards, and she's won Streamies.
Streamies, obviously. I don't remember the name, but I think she also recently. She won a Purpose Award this year.
Oh,
it's
right,
like the inaugural
She's being
Purpose
recognized.
Awards. Yeah. Which obviously our girl Lily deserves.
No big deal. Anything else? Any final thoughts on Lily?
Can we talk about her hair for just one hot second also?
Like,
she'll never, if she cuts it, like, I'm going to have an internal
See, but I feel
problem.
like she wouldn't be opposed to doing that. Like, just
No.
chopping it all
I
off.
would expect it from her, but also I think she loves the long hair, and it's her, right? It's like her look right now. I mean, I'll love her regardless if she's bald, like, she's still amazing, but I just think it's so cool that she's like, I don't care how long my hair is.
Right.
Long hair, don't care. Yeah.
Right. I mean, if only everyone else's, like, if my hair were that, like, thick and amazing, that would be great.
Yeah.
She probably sheds a lot, though.
Leaves her territory everywhere.
One downside.
Rapunzel.
She's just, I mean, we've said this, like, 10,000 times throughout, but she's just the coolest, and I love how inspirational she is. And I think, like we were mentioning earlier, I think a lot of YouTubers kind of feel like they need to go with certain tactics to get noticed or to get views, and I don't think Lily plays by those rules, and I love that she doesn't. It's obviously working for her.
Yeah.
So,
I'm actually excited to see where, where this takes her over the next few years. And
I mean, she's obviously got, a couple movies under her belt and all that kind of stuff, and I would love to see her, like, starring in a movie with The Rock. Like,
that needs to happen ASAP.
I'm into it.
Yes. Happy birthday, Lily.
Happy birthday, HBD. She is the big 2'9". Next year will be a big year. I mean, think of all the stuff that she's accomplished before she's even 30.
Yep.
I can't imagine.
That's crazy.
Can't imagine what the next few years will have for her. But we're so proud of you, Lily.
We're proud of you. We're proud parents.
Yeah, we're
Not
proud
the parents in your videos, but we are proud parents in a way.
Well, thank you guys for listening. And make sure to rate and review and, like, leave a comment. Say how much you love Lily. I'll be commenting on it. And I'll just be reiterating everything I said already.
List a bunch of reasons why you love Lily.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.